What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here?
Over here!
What?
We have much to discuss, you and I. Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here.
The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower. Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique.
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information. By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the soul burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen? Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original five. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan. In the chaos following the soul burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location. He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minimarco keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grahtwood, in the ruins of Wormroot Depths. We must travel there and search for clues. Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grahtwood. I'll meet you inside. If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed. Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial Archives as we speak. I detest being on the wrong side of history. Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing more. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Minimarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival. Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Minimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well. Well, if you must pry, I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the imperial court for countless centuries. Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The Tharns have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand the ebb and flow of power.
The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed...
Let's go fast. Treasure? You always take me to such nice places. Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
It must be a relief not to have Titanborn following you around like a lost puppy. Finally. I thought perhaps you'd gotten lost. We must be cautious down here.
You want to die?
A pathetic opponent.
You will not break me, King of Worms.
I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Saisahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
Chim El Adabar, the amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai Sahan before he can be broken.
Adventuring with you really keeps the girl on her toes. You're getting stronger all the time.
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the halls of Torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last, Sai Sahan has been taken to the halls of Torment. Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the halls of Torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread. It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time. Of course I can. I am Abner Tharn. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
Cities can be just as fickle as people, but just as beautiful too.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige? At last! Where can he be found? Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately. I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current, but I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived. When Tharn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these Halls of Torment soon enough. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue Sai Sahan.
Put a cork in it, Tharn. Sai's my friend. Probably the best friend I have. If the Vestige is going, I'm going too.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? Is it your superior knowledge of Cold Harbor? Your expertise in dealing with Daedric entities? Or is it simply the unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth? I swear I haven't heard such bickering and whining since the last Tharn family gathering at Mid-Year's Feast.
I'm glad you're here. I'm about to punch Tharn in the teeth again, and I didn't want you to miss it.
The time has come for another foray into Oblivion, Vestige. We have one last ally in need of rescue. Indeed, Abner Tharn and I have been meditating, scrying, and poring over Manamako's notes, and at long last we've discovered the location of the Halls of Torment. Our friend has suffered unimaginable and unending torment for nearly 2 years, far longer than any mortal man should endure. But Saisahan is something more than mortal man. He's a descendant of Leki, the Yokudan sword saint. I've seen it. We have been able to determine the precise area of the halls where Sai is being held. This is why we were so long about the task. I shall open a portal for you. Lyris and Abner have both agreed to accompany you, but I fear their mutual enmity will complicate your task. Speak with them and hear what they offer, but you must choose one or the other.
What's wrong? What did Varen say? Then your choice is clear. I've known Saisahan longer than anyone. I should be the one to go. It's your decision. Just know that I'd give my life for you or for Sai. Would Tharn do the same?
You look perplexed. What inscrutable riddles is Varen spouting now? Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours. But I recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge of the Daedra, and don't forget, I'm the mage.
What's wrong? What did Then your choice is clear. I've known Thank you. You won't regret it. Back in the Cold Harbor slave pits, the Shriven used to whisper about the halls of torment. When I think of what Sai must be going through, we'll bring him back, or die trying.
Go with Lyris. Save Saisahan from the halls of torment.
I heard about this place when I was a prisoner in Cold Harbor. It's a living nightmare. Be ready for anything.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
This is so much better than reading.
That's Tharn's voice. What is he doing here?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? Tell me, or I'll gut you like a fish with your own sword. Witness the deadly power of my dark sword smith.
How touching. Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Sai was right there. We had him. We were so close. Tharn was always mocking Sai, making jokes at his expense. Sai never responded, but I know it hurt him deeply. The Daedra must have sensed that. On the plus side, a doppelganger with Tharn's face was much more satisfying to kill. The Sword Singers are legendary. They were a group of Red Guard swordmasters, wiped out in the First Era by the Yokudan Emperor Hira. Sahan spent years trying to resurrect their lost art, but never succeeded. He considered it his greatest failure. And it took on Tharn's appearance because he was a familiar rival that Sai secretly despised. Imagine seeing your nemesis succeed where you failed. Day after day, year after year. I can't think of anything worse.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the halls of Torment. Let's make them feel
Your
welcome.
friend always had the opportunity to free himself.
Enjoy your
All he needs to do is
You'll
reveal the
never leave the
location of
halls
the
of
amulet of
Torment.
kings. And you can all be on your merry way. You were amazing.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Where is the amulet? If you tell me, this will all be over. And we can finally be together. They're after the amulet. Don't worry, my love. My sisters will deal with these pests. She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them, quickly! Pull these stones from Sai's head? I don't understand. I'll protect you, my love. That's not me. It's nothing like me. Why is she pretending to be me? We need to destroy that shield. When I am finished with her, she won't resemble me in the slightest!
My magic will destroy you!
Now they've gone and spoiled the mood. I'll deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Too late. Once again. Come, my friend. Time for your next session.
Vestige, hold a moment. When I get my hands on Menemarco, I'm gonna slice that traitor stem to sternum and wash my hands in his body cavity! How should I know? Sai and I are friends. Good friends, nothing more. What? No! Our friendship is based on honor and loyalty, not foolish games of love. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. This is just so unexpected. Confusing. I'll show her anguish when I bury my axe in her skull. Let's keep moving. And listen, don't mention this whole thing to anyone. I need some time to figure out what it means.
We don't get many visitors in the halls of Torment, but there's always room for a few more permanent residents. Such tenacity, such ambition, such bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines.
Anyone else?
Fools! Time is meaningless in the halls of Torment. Whether it takes a day or 1,000 years, Sahan will be free.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years?
Never trusted you.
2,000 years. I can no longer tell. But I will never break.
Who dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear out your heart and make you feast upon it. What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai is in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
I do not know you. Why are you here? Who sent you? The Emperor? He lives? This day is filled with wonders. They tortured me for many months. Years, perhaps. But I did not break my vow. The amulet is hidden and safe. My strength is returning. Lead on.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly.
It is bad luck to owe a life debt to a stranger. So I've decided that you are my friend. Know that my people do not take such things lightly. If by life or death I can serve you, I will do so without hesitation.
We did it. We got him. Sai's going to be all right. Thank you.
Sahan looks relatively healthy, but there's no telling what sort of toll years of torment will take upon the mind. It will be interesting to see. I do hope we're done here. I have an assignation with a young lady.
Saisahan lives. You've outdone yourself, Vestige. The minds of some men can endure hardships far greater than anything the Daedra can concoct. The forces of loyalty, honor, and friendship are powerful indeed. We must recover the Amulet of Kings, but only when Saisahan has had time to recover. He is a man of great strength, but he will still need to rest after such an ordeal. Sai locked the amulet away in the ruins of San Kotor, and entrusted the key to one of his close associates. But he can tell you himself. Speak with him. He's eager to meet his liberator. I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward.
I owe you my life. My lord calls you Vestige. A strange name. Is it true your soul was taken from you? Stranger still. My people say that bravery and honor are the hallmarks of a great soul. Yet you have both of those things in great measure. I had begun to think that honor was a relic of the past. You give me hope. I cannot say. Physically, I am unharmed. But mentally, I feel a darkness in my heart. A weight on my soul. I do not know how long this emptiness will remain. I hid the amulet in a sacred catacomb protected by magical wards. The means of lifting these wards are in the keeping of my old mentor, Kasura. As soon as I am able, we must meet with her. I will try to rest, but I am a warrior. We cannot sit still for very long. I should certainly bathe before we meet with Kasura. I am unpleasantly fragrant, and if she happened to be downwind of me, well, I would never hear the end of it. The path ahead of us is a dark one, but it pleases me to know that I shall walk the path with friends. May we all rest a little easier tonight. I know I shall.
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk. It is time, Vestige. Saisahan's strength has returned. You must accompany him to his ancestral home in the Valley of Blades. An ancient trading hub high in the mountains of Hammerfell, a place I thought lost to the ravages of time. Saisahan entrusted the key to San Kotor to one of his mentors there. It must be retrieved. Come quickly! My Marco is undoubtedly conducting his own search for the Amulet of Kings. We must not allow him to get there first.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. My Lord Varen requested that Tharn and Snow Lily join us, for safety's sake. Though I have seen fewer places as tranquil as the Valley of Blades. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber where the Amulet of Kings lies hidden. She was my first mentor and instructor, a true master of blades. She still trains young swordsmen in the valley, though she deems worthy of her instruction. Swordsmanship, but much more than that. Her teachings revolve around a trinity of body, blade, and brilliance. The sword singers of old were said to be masters of all three. Oh, look, there will be time for questions later. Are you ready to depart?
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Had I known it was going to be this hot, I would have dressed for it.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm curious to see where Sai Sahan trained in his youth.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? Oh, we may be in for a treat if Kasura is teaching the firewalk. It is tradition for Redguard men to shave their heads, following a time of great trials. I shaved mine long ago, when I failed in the task to restore the lost tradition of the Sword Singers. Also, long hair gets in the way during battle. There is an old Redguard proverb. A man is only as great as the beard that wears him. A full and healthy beard carries with it a sense of great honor and wisdom. Also crumbs. Oh, a few have tried, but a fool and his fingers are quickly parted. The Abbey is just down the path. We're fortunate that my Lord Varen opened a portal for us. This landslide appears to have blocked the valley's only approach. I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. Strange. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind, each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
Shut up, Tharn. Don't let him get to you, Sai. Let him roll his eyes. Maybe he'll find a brain back there.
Kasura often said that rudeness is a weak man's imitation of strength. She's wise beyond her years. You will like her, Snow Lily. What is this? The Abbey burns! Quickly, we must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
I can manage. Please help the others.
Kasura, are you injured? What happened?
Sahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
I'll recover. Just find the intruders and make them pay.
Help me.
In the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies! Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey!
Oh, I was just getting started.
Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Returns.
Sai Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Eyes skyward. Here it comes.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Well fought. Sai Sahan travels with worthy companions. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that our past is real. My students and my home have not fared half so well. I'm glad to see you, but curious why you are here. I did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy. But now that the King of Worms knows you are here, it is only a matter of time before he launches another attack. Indeed, atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the ancestral crypt. The ring is within. Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
Manimarco is aware of our presence. We need to find the ring and leave this place.
This place always makes me think of unfulfilled dreams, endless echoes of past lives, countless books unwritten, countless songs unsung. I hope that when I finally come to rest here, it is at the end of a life well lived.
Oh, this place stinks of dust and death. Let's finish this and get out of here.
I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come here. I am burdened with a great responsibility to honor their sacrifice and uphold their legacy. I, along with some of the most renowned sword singers who ever lived, we must tread carefully and with great respect. We both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades. The most gifted young swordsmasters of Hammerfell are invited to train with Kasura. The town was bristling with strength and steel before the Titans showed up. I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. Perhaps he pried the memory from me during my time in the halls of Torment. Either way, I am to blame for the valley's destruction. No one I love will be safe until Mana Marco has been dealt with. And I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword lies with the ring. It seems proper that I should wield it in his honor. Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. Divad Hunding, son of Frandardo Hunding, Helhanse no Shira, the greatest of the Sword Saints. The hearth of every household in Hammerfell has a small alcove containing a copy of his father's greatest work, the Book of Circles. The twins of Sword and Spear, Rahasa and Rahuzar, and their mother, Anse Satame, the Tigress of Dragonstar. Ra'aba was a warrior of great renown. He fought alongside Frendar Hunding in the 7 great battles against the armies of Hira, and survived. At the final battle at Hatu Mountain, more than 300,000 gave their lives. Anse Kala, master of polearms, and his daughter, Ra'adia, they swept through these mountain passes like a tempest, driving out the bandit tribes that had harassed our people for 2 decades. By the sword of my father, Nazir Atafsahan, I pledge myself to the destruction of Mana Marco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molad Bal.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. I must return to my students to begin the long task of rebuilding. Thank you, but I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury the dead and tend to the wounded.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Mana Marco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
I'm gonna show up.
Side, look out!
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Hold the line! We must not get the ring! Rest in peace, honored dead.
Souls of my ancestors, I will avenge Manamarco's blasphemy!
We've done it. We have the ring, and we're one step closer to recovering the Amulet of Kings. We might just pull this off.
I'll stay with Sai and Kasura. Get the ring back to the harborage. We'll meet you there as soon as we can.
The ring is ours for the time being. Guard it well. You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancretor. Lyris, Abner, and I will remain here to help Kasura bury the dead and tend to the injured. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return. There it is, at the top of the stairs. Go, quickly!
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward to your return.
The Abbey of Blades will rise from these ashes. If I survive the dark path we must walk, I will return to help Kasura shape a new generation of Blade Masters.
A noble goal, Sai. Perhaps I'll join you. For now, we should see to the survivors.
You continue to surprise me, sir. And just when I thought I had you figured out.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult and with the undead Ansei abominations. Your mission was successful, was it not? I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others will need time to aid Kasura. I will contact you when they return, and we will begin the journey to Sancretor.